Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ben, the other half of Rose and Ben. And about last week we posted a photo and we got a whole bunch of comments on it that told us y'all want to know the kind of cameras we're using and the lenses and different things like that. So today I'm going to kind of touch on what we started with and where we are now. But before I get into it, I just want to take the time to let you know how much we appreciate all the support you've given us over the past couple of years. And we're going to keep trying to put out as much great content as we possibly can, and more videos like this. So here we go.
There's a lot of camera choices out there, and they're relatively similar. What I look for when I'm purchasing a camera is what type of image sensor it has. There's a variety of image sensors out there, and this graph shows their differences in size. The camera that we finally purchased has a full-frame image sensor. We can achieve that shallow depth of field feel that Rose and I were looking for using the full-frame sensor that we couldn't get using the Micro Four Thirds. The camera that we started off with was the Panasonic GH4. It has a Micro Four Thirds image sensor. It's relatively easy to use, and compared to the other camera bodies, it's a lot cheaper. And we paired this with the Panasonic Lumix G/Vario 14-140 lens with the aperture of 3.5 to 5.6. The 14-140 is also relatively inexpensive at about $600 from B&H. Here's some footage using the Panasonic GH4. This was one of the first videos we've ever recorded. For the time, we were very satisfied with it, but it wasn't the finished look that we were looking for. The next camera that we purchased was a Sony A7, the original one. It was a big upgrade for us because it switched us to the full-frame image sensor. A little bit more expensive, but we bought it used and only ended up paying about $900 for it. The lens we purchased was the Sony Sonar FE 1.8 55mm prime lens. This was great for portraits, and it started us in the right direction, but as you can see, it's a little bit higher priced than the Panasonic lens. And here's the look we were able to achieve with it. As you can see, it's a lot shallower depth of field. The camera we just purchased was the Sony A7S II, and this was a big upgrade. It's able to record in 4K and at 120 frames per second at 1080p. But as you can see, the price jumps up significantly, and we actually paid about $3,100 for it. The first lens we paired with this camera body was a Sony full-frame lens, a 70-200 fixed aperture at 4.0. That means that the aperture doesn't increase with depending on your focal length. And here's some of our most recent footage that we shot with that combo. It's a lot more professional feel for what we were going for. And finally, we just purchased this Zeiss Batis 1.8 85mm. And even though it's less expensive than the zoom lens, and we haven't quite recorded with it yet, here's some images that we've been able to capture with it. And this is the look that Rose and I are going for. And I'm definitely not a professional videographer, but these are the steps that we've taken to try to improve our quality and our content.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know, and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. But in the meantime, if you like this video, let me know and give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to try to produce these a lot more frequently, so you know what we're using on a regular basis. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.